Atlanta 911 operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the cab with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye?
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to cab. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry. What is my name?
Okay. Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm a neighborhood watch, and basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They hold the guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's like the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over. If they was fighting over drugs, that's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Nye Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her. The guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked, and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out, and he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Okay. Give me one moment.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Okay. Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low haircut.
Is he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives.
What color shirt and pants do he have on?
Blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not sure. I didn't really get Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
What? Okay. And you said she's naked. Okay, give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
EMS, what's the address of the emergency?
Hey, Grady, it's Atlanta with a transfer. The caller is advising 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast. Let me give you a little bit about what's going on at this location. There's a male at the location that's fighting a female. She is naked. A shooting. Shots were fired. About 3 shots were fired.
Second. Repeat the address for me.
273 William Nye, NYE Drive, Southeast.
Oh, okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Go ahead, caller, and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair. She ran outside naked, bleeding from her face. She tried to get away. She was dragged back into the house, and they're holding her hostage, and then there was a baby involved. So this situation is really serious, and he's punching her. If you guys don't get her, she's going to be really hurt.
Atlanta, what's your operator number?
8715.
And do you already have PD en route?
PD has been notified and it's being started.
Okay, stand by for
What's
fire.
your operator?
I'm
you
calling
want fire?
Stand by. I'm not sure if the protocol's been requested.
Okay.
Are you, ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay, no problem. About how old do you think she is?
She has to be about maybe, she looks a little underage, but I don't want to say that. You know, looks could be deceiving. So she's roughly, I'll say let's just say between 18 and 21. Somewhere between those. That.
Is she awake?
What do you mean is she awake? He's beating her
Is she
bloody.
conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
Is she breathing?
Ma'am, he dragged her back in the house.
Okay, I understand that. I'm going to ask you some more questions. I understand you're not able to see what exactly is going on now, but just answer the questions to the best of your ability.
Okay.
Were any weapons involved?
Everyone in the house has weapons.
Okay.
The 7 guys that live there, they're roommates or something like that. I don't know if all 7 live there, but it's typically about the same amount that's there every day.
Okay. Is there any serious bleeding?
She's bleeding from her face, like the whole front of her face. She's bleeding profusely, and then there's a child involved.
Okay. Is she responding normally?
Are you serious, ma'am?
Yes, I'm serious. I need to know from the paramedics if she's completely alert.
How can I assess if she is alert if I just told you they dragged her back in the house?
So like I've asked earlier, just answer to the best of your ability.
She was breathing when she was outside trying to get away.
Hello, caller. If you don't know, you can just say unknown. That'll suffice.
Okay.
Is she having any difficulty breathing?
I don't know.
Thank you for that. Atlanta is not requesting for fire to go out there.
Okay, we do have PD started to this location. 2 officers are en route.
I'm clear on 2 officers en route. Thank you.
All right, Atlanta is disconnecting. All right, thank you, caller.
Okay, ma'am, I'm sending the paramedics to help.
Cause of deceasement has been revealed after the Atlanta rapper passed on his 39th birthday. On Friday, March 28th at approximately 5:23 p.m., officers responded to 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast, in reference to a dispute with a possible gunshots being fired and a man reportedly fleeing the scene. After suffering a leg injury in the brief foot chase, police stated that they rendered aid, but the man was later pronounced deceased. The person involved has since been identified as Scooter, born Keith Edward Bailey, who passed on the same day he turned 39. On Tuesday, April 1st, the Fulton County Medical Examiner released the rapper's cause of deceasement, and they stated that it was a penetrating injury of the right thigh, ruling the manner of passing as an accident. Quote, Mr. Bailey sustained a penetrating injury of his right thigh that created a marked blood loss. The injury was not a gunshot wound. Mr. Bailey injured himself on organic wooden fence material and or woody debris after vaulting at least one fence. The Atlanta Police Department is aware of inaccurate comments and social media posts regarding the passing of Keith Bailey. While we understand that many people are saddened by his passing, it is important to recognize that Atlanta police officers neither discharged their firearms nor used any force against Mr. Bailey. Officers previously stated in a release that they were, quote, seeking the public's help in identifying a female 911 caller linked to the incident. Day after a 911 call was released on the death of young Scooter, Atlanta police state that they made an arrest. Demetrius Spencer, age 31, was arrested and charged with transmitting a false public alarm. Kenneth Edward Rashad Bailey, known professionally as the rapper Young Scooter, had his life taken March 28th when he reportedly ran from Atlanta police officers who were responding to a report of a violent attack on a woman. Officers were called to the 200 block of William Nye Drive in Southeast Atlanta following a 911 call reporting gunfire and a woman being dragged into the home. When officers knocked on the door of the residence, a man opened it briefly before quickly shutting it. Police then surrounded the home and 2 people attempted to flee the scene. One returned to the home while the other jumped 2 fences before being found injured nearby. The injured man was taken to Grady Memorial Hospital where he later passed. Authorities have confirmed that it was in fact Bailey. The woman reporting the incident was not at the scene. Quote, they're definitely doing illegal stuff over there and it's disturbing the area. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it. Spencer was booked into the Fulton County Jail on Tuesday after a 4-day search. Her arrest was announced just a few hours after the Fulton County Medical Examiner's Office released the preliminary cause of deceasement. Bailey's family had this to say: "We are completely devastated by the loss of Keith, young Scooter Bailey, and are currently still waiting for more information to understand the circumstances. Young Scooter was more than just a hip hop artist. He was a phenomenal father, a mentor to a lot of the Atlanta youth pursuing both sports and music. Scooter was their advocate and support system. He always encouraged his children and the youth to pursue their dreams no matter what. The family is grateful for the outpouring of support and love from the city and all over the country. At this time, they are requesting privacy and prayers as they grieve and wait for more answers." This is what I want to happen. I want this woman to have life, no chance of parole. She needs to be directly on death sentencing, because this is crazy. This is 100% crazy. And I've seen some people online, some women be like, "Oh, well, if nothing was actually happening, if he wasn't doing anything wrong, why run from police?" There's a lot of times that black guys are completely innocent, but the main reaction is to sit up there and run, because we've seen what takes place. We've seen what happens. Cops want to just decide to, "Oh, we're going to accost you. We know you didn't do nothing. We're going to sit up there and beat you up. We're going to start throwing hands on you. And guess what? You can't fight back because we're cops. We got a badge. We can just sit up there and say that you did something. We can sit up to say that you look like a suspect." Like, there's a variety of different examples out there of why it is that you got black men out here, or young black men out here, or boys that run directly from the police. Because 9 times out of 10, it does not end well at all. And again, it's crazy to see women state this, even though they can clearly see videos and examples directly online. But I guess it's easy to talk from a standpoint of never having to really deal with these types of things, because you don't really hear of cops be like, we're going to sit up there and start, chasing women, jumping fences, chasing them through alleys, chasing them. Again, that's not anything that women really have to go through or worry about, because the police ain't really looking at them as a threat. Even if they are dangerous, they're still not looking at them as a threat. So like I said before, she deserves the exact same fate that she gave to Mr. Bailey, by way of the prison system, by way of judge and jury. That's what she deserves. That's 100% what she deserves. Anybody that was harboring this woman, allowing her to escape the law throughout those 4 days, they need to be tried as well, because you were aiding and abetting. Because this is crazy. That man was clearly in fight or flight. He didn't know what was going on. He was like, let me just sit up there and run or whatnot or whatever. And, things did not transpire as they should have. Even when the police, going by both of the articles that I read from, when it dealt with the police, at no point in time did they say that they found any evidence of any of the things that woman stated. If you go back and listen to the 911 video, she was like, "Oh, this is happening to this woman. She's, they're in front of the house. They're doing this and they're doing that, all this other type of stuff. And she's badly bruised and da 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 da." They didn't see no evidence of that. They went to the front door and knocked. At no point in time in any of the articles did the police ever say that when we came up there, we saw some residuals, we saw some red dots, some red markings, we saw some scrapes, we saw something that looked like it led into the house near the door. They didn't state none of that. There was nothing there. This woman literally spent 7+ minutes on a 911 call fabricating some type of Tyler Perry story. Like, this is crazy to me. And then she had the nerve to try to get an attitude with the 911 operator and the female police officer that was there, when they was really trying to question her, like, "Ma'am, okay, tell me what it is that you can see." She was like, "Are you serious? Are you serious? You're really going to sit up there and ask me that?" Yeah, she's going to ask you that, because you're giving this quote unquote firsthand witness account. So they're trying to figure out what it is that they're actually dealing with. They're trying to figure out if your story is going to match up with what it was that you were already stating. But you knew that it wasn't going to match up. You knew that you said so much that you were going to end up crisscrossing, hopscotching, and you were going to mess up somewhere and get caught. And you didn't want that to happen. You just wanted the outcome, which is what took place. Again, for whatever reason. And even in the article, they could not even elaborate or specifically give a reason on why it is that she even made the 911 call. And nor am I trying to hear anybody give excuses of like, oh, well, you know, she's crazy. You know, she's mental, she's schizophrenic. I'm not trying to hear none of that. She decided through whatever means and purposes and the focus in her mind, the logical side of her mind, she decided to make that call. She decided to sit there for 7 minutes. She decided to think up this story. She decided to wake up that day and planned on doing that. Just like she planned on escaping police for about a good 4 days. You ain't that crazy. You knew how to evade police for about a good 4 days. You ain't that crazy. Like I said before, I'm not trying to hear no excuses. No excuses. Just like, man, it's just bad. Like I said, my condolences to the family. My condolences to the family. I hope y'all get justice, the justice that y'all deserve for, you know, your brother, your nephew, you know, your grandchild, your son, you know, it's your father. I hope y'all get the justice you know, y'all deserve. And there is no reason to give any type of forgiveness to this person at all. You have every right. Don't let nobody tell you different. You got every right to feel the way that you do about this person because this led to the passing of your loved one, of your family member, of your friend. You don't have to sit up there and forgive this person at all. Never. Because again, that forgiveness is not going to bring that person back. That forgiveness is not going to make you closer to that person. That forgiveness is not going to erase this event. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.